Okay, can we discuss about next topic, violence against women?
Yes, sir.
So violence against women, I have already discussed many times. When we talk about violence against women, first we will talk about manifest violence, right? You will make this division, manifest and latent. Manifest means what? It is a direct aggression against women. Manifest, something which can be seen, directly seen. Latent, it is hidden. Hidden means it can be discrimination. Okay, so this is hidden in terms of discrimination. So manifest and latent. Within manifest, further you need to divide. How? Within, tell me, within family and outside family, or the wider society. Wider society. But understand, within family, the extension is what you see at the wider reality. So here also, within family, and also you will see at the wider reality. Okay, so you can see here I have already given. Okay, so violence against women. Now this sentence you can write anywhere. You can just cut, copy, paste this sentence in your essay. See, you all are from different parts of the country, so you will not face any problem. You can write exactly the same thing in your essay. So Indian society present a paradox of dual conception of women. On one hand, women is worshipped as goddesses, and on the other, she is denied an independent identity and status. So what is the paradox? You can write this paradox. Okay, in actual practice, the status of women in general is considered lower than men, for sure. Instances of violence against women are reported as well as witnessed throughout her lifespan. Again, you can write this. This is a very good statement. Women face such instance as an infant, as a daughter. As an infant, what she face? What is the main problem as an infant? Tell me fast, we don't have time. Yeah. Infant mortality. Just tell fast now. Infant mortality, right? Nowadays it is.
Yes, sir.
Nowadays.
Discrimination.
So infant mortality, not infant mortality, infanticide. Okay, so infant mortality is okay. That may be because of various other issues, cultural issues, many health issues, etc. Infanticide. And you know, ban on female infanticide was actually introduced during British time. Which Governor General? Ban on female infanticide and ban on human sacrifice, one Governor General. I think it is Lord Hardinge. You should be knowing it clearly. That is part of history. So you know that was around 1830s or 1840s, just before Dalhousie. And you cannot see such kind of reforms after 1857 revolt, because they understand the most important problem of 1857 revolt is because they are touching the religion. Because female infanticide is something which was practiced among one particular caste. Which caste? Not John Shore here. John Shore, where John Shore is standing? John Shore is in 1793. No, Tejashwini, not John Shore. John Shore is not in the picture of history actually. Only in permanent settlement we talk about John Shore. Apart from that, not much contribution from John Shore. John Shore is popular with permanent settlement that was implemented by Lord Cornwallis. This I think was Hardinge. Okay, female infanticide. I'm not sure, but you need to refer to that. I just mentioned here. Okay, what is more important is among which caste that was there? Female infanticide. Kshatriyas, they don't prefer, right? So northern part of India, among Kshatriyas, this practice was there. So nowadays, especially because of ultrasound, instead of infanticide, what do you need to write here? Why you are not able to tell this? Feticide, right? Feticide, as if feet itself, she's facing the problem. If you are born as woman in the girl child in the womb itself, then you will be killed. Feticide is more prominent because of ultrasound especially, and that led to PCPNDT Act. It led to a legislation. So understand the importance. PCPNDT, Preconception, Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Act, which year? 1994. Okay. So all these things has to be known to you from GS point of view. This was a GS question in 2010 mains. It will be repeated also. Okay, so feticide, infanticide. What about daughter? As a daughter, what is the problem? Discrimination, right? Compared to the male child, discrimination will be there. Sister, dominance. Wife, against domestic violence, etc. Okay. Daughter-in-law also, problem is there. In old age, again, as a widow also there will be a problem. Okay, so all this you can write. At the level of wider society, various acts of violence can be understood considering women as a category. Violence against women can be understood in two forms: manifest and latent violence. Manifest means the actual act of aggression against women, whereas latent violence is the form of discriminatory practices. So we can see here manifest, within family, and wider reality. So within family you can see what are the main manifest acts. Domestic violence, okay, that led to Domestic Violence Act. So you can talk about that led to a legislation. See, something leading to legislation means that has to be so much impact. Infanticide, feticide, forcible sex, marital sex. Okay, is it legal or illegal?
Yes, sir, legal now. In our country, it's legal. It's okay.
It is legal. Actually, Justice Verma committee recommended for criminalizing this, but still it is not criminalized. Okay, so marital sex is actually not illegal. Okay, is it ethical?
Sir, not ethical.
So, is there any contradiction between what is legal and what is ethical?
Yes, sir.
So, if let's suppose this is legal and this is ethical, sometimes some things which are legal are not ethical, right? So here you can see legal, not ethical. Some things you will see here ethical but not legal. Okay, so what is actually required? What Gandhi says is this has to be this is actually part of ethics discussion. We will do that later after your prelims. But what about AFSPA? Is that legal?
Yes, sir.
You know
AFSPA
AFSPA?
is legal.
Armed Forces Special Power Act?
Yes, sir, it's legal.
Legal. Is that ethical? Unlimited powers are given and that led to harassment of the power, leading to a lot of rape, a lot of killings, etc. So, okay. So,
it's not ethical.
Yeah. Okay. So, we are discussing in this context. Leave it. Forcible sex, wider society, sexual harassment, rape, prostitution. Okay. Now we talk about latent. So when we talk about latent, we will again talk about within family.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, prostitution we can say ethical or not?
Prostitution, the context has to be decided. See, different schools of thought is there. So do we need to discuss that here? Even we don't have time.
No, I just asked. No, sir, no need.
In some context, we can say we have to define the context. Different ethical thoughts are there. Consequential ethics is there. Deontological thought is there. Utilitarian thought is there. So if I need to explain the answer for that, I have to explain those different ethical thoughts. Otherwise, I can't say anything.
No needs.
Okay.
Okay.
From the societal point of view, obviously, it is not ethical. It is not ethical.
Yes. Yes, sir. Same thing I was asking.
Yeah.
But from the person who needs money and all the things, okay, sir, we will discuss in that.
That we will do later. So then, when we discuss about latent violence within family, discrimination in education. Okay, these are discrimination in health, food, etc. Subordination, preference for male child. Wider society, lower wages, traditional role expectation, glass ceiling effect. What is the glass ceiling effect? See, women can go nowadays. There are huge mobility. Women getting education. You can move from clerk to some level, but beyond a level at the top position like chairman, director, etc. You cannot move. So there is a ceiling here, but that ceiling is not for the male. They can move, but hardly you will see female at the top of the big companies. Big PSUs, etc. So that is what understood as glass ceiling effect. The ceiling is not seen, ceiling is not visible, but there are something which is hidden that restrict you from here. But nowadays, if you see most of the public sector undertakings, you can see female as at the top position.